Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. And as usual, I thank you all for joining me here. I'm your host, Danielle Speaks TV. In this video, we'll be looking at Vybz Kartel's revolutionary approach to dancehall music and how he has shaped not only the cultural landscape of Jamaica, but also impacted the genre's global reach. His journey is one of influence, and it began at home, where his lyrical ingenuity, his authenticity, and his ability to reflect the pulse of Jamaican life earned him a loyal following. This solid Jamaican fan base became the cornerstone of his success, providing the platform necessary for his music to cross borders and resonate worldwide. And without this foundation, Kartel's international appeal might have remained unrealized. His artistry has transformed dancehall into a global phenomenon and has influenced musicians, fans, and cultures far beyond the shores of Jamaica.
Me inna me clothes fitting clocks. Me shoes not cheap like chicken parts. Check out me Valentino summer shorts. Moschino button shirt with their hearts. Me glass cost 80 Dutch marks. Me the girl them a pre when me a pass. Who that tell you there? Them have me inna them thoughts. Me friends sing a bling at them call a ask. Who is Vybz Kartel? And they making recommendation and remarks. Some say me ugly like Bubba Sparks. Some say me are the best them come across. Me legal firearm a fiberglass. So no rush me with no knife. Me plus me equal the life. Mad when me a cool as a young artist and I put in the shoulder tall and the producer them are the big man never want voice because that style is new to them. So them feel like it's a sound right. But like the young producer them know like Dan Carleon and Jam 2 and Baby G and John John. And them man they give me the strength. They say me I say. And we have a manager when I play, the man determine the butler. So yeah man, the man that carry about everywhere he make me know bounty. You know what I mean? That was mad thing. So we just, you see me, we're militant you know. So no boy could even try to follow it.
Me inna the city class, the shoes not cheap like chicken parts. Put me Valentino summer shots, Moschino about the shirt with the hearts. The glass cost 80 Dutch marks. Me the girl them agree when me a pass. Who that all you there? Them have me inna them guards.
And just a year later, he would join Bounty Killer's newly found alliance, and he would break on a worldwide level.
Nice and lovely people. Killer Lee. I think I really love the band. I love the band. So, listen me.
All walk one differently still. I have to burn out Kartel because where I'm going with Ninja Man. Because you don't know Ninja Man is a real big man from 1988 him in the business.
You never invite him for lick him down here and your friend them with battle.
That Supreme Promotions was not involved in setting up any clash.
Yeah, well, this is Vybz Kartel, you know what I mean? The press release for Supreme Promotions, and I just like the fans out there to know that. First of all, I got to apologize firstly and foremostly to Ninja Man, Desmond Valentine. Then to the promoters of the event, you know what I mean? No blame is to really be laid on the promoters of the event, you know what I mean? Then next to the fans of both Ninja Man and Vybz Kartel.
Security is supposed to be there to protect the artist. The artist is all booked under Supreme Promotion. You see, if anything happens to Ninja Man, Supreme Promotion is the fault.
It's not necessary, but Ninja Man are walk and I look that off stage. That's why those little youth, they are young, you know. They are very young and they are irresponsible. They don't think as far as a bounty killer. So when he mess around Kartel and them little friend them not gonna say avoid him like bounty. Them are run up in hand.
Even though he apologized for the public incident, it did affect his commerciality, and he would catch the attention of those in authority who already had reservations about the message in his music.
They know that I can sell their products, but you know the whole corporate image and the whole thing that they have to maintain. They say Vybz Kartel, break that image at stake.
The songs glorify a certain type of response. If a man diss a woman, you must not take it If a man diss you, you must not take it. In other words, it encourages intolerance.
No, we can't call this one. We're going to have to might have to do it again in February. We're looking forward for that, yeah? Alliance for life for the world! Yeah. All like Alliance and drop asleep. My father, let me tell you, I'm an artist, you know. My father run out of lyrics. Repeat lyrics and then re-forward that lyrics. That will make you win clash. And if you have it on tape, you can know. So, Kartel, you're the man. Dolly God, run out of tune. Billy more like casket. Mavada all the way, Mavada straight. Gaza we say Kartel straight, Gaza straight. Golly God we say. The goalie come down for the Gaza there, DC. DC Gaza there. I think the bat is not finished. 25 years me I come and sting. You know when Shabba, a ball and Super Cat a fling back in the crowd, that's not a clash. That's not a clash and the argument no circle. In my estimation is a draw. And Kartel on the ball, and Gaza we say, and Kartel we straight.
It wasn't hard finding those who did not.
But if you realize Alliance on the world straight, you see, although Jamaica done call, you see me as the world see, to all those fake people who are trying to rise evil over good, there is no way you can ball forward for a man when I believe in a God over somebody who fear God.
Sorry God to the world. Kartel, you talk on TV, say, Shakespeare say, all is fair in love and war.
The government is defending its decision to intervene in the dancehall rivalry between DJs Mavado and Vybz Kartel, whose open contempt for each other has divided their fans in what is known as a Gaza Gully conflict. Jamaica House says it was a matter of responsibility to intervene in the conflict, which has such wide-reaching tentacles. Nadine McLeod has more.
For those who might have doubted the necessity of 4 government ministers meeting with the 2 DJs, Darrell Vaz wanted to make this clear.
The government thought it very important to have this meeting this morning based on the fact and the impact on the 4 ministries that were represented there this morning, being national security, culture, education and information, the impact that this impasse has been having as it relates to these ministries.
And one half of the rivalry, Mavado, seized the opportunity to let it be known that he and Vybz Kartel are by no means foes.
I mean, me and Vybz, we're not really enemies, you know what I mean? So as I speak, me and Vybz right here, you know what I mean? I never threw a stone off a Vybz before. He never done the same, you know what I mean? So it's just about music, but as we say, we have the fans out there, you know what I mean? And people take it to a different level.
Vybz Kartel concurred.
Yeah, well, yeah man, we agree with what my father said a while ago, and as a matter of fact, we have plans to do another collaboration, because you have to remember the first time my father and I did a song, it was a collaboration, you know. Those are the happiest days of my life, so it's like now that is what we're bringing back now. So in the beginning of our meeting, so is it in the end of the war, so we're coming back with
After over 1 year of an intense feud between dancehall rival groups Gaza and Gully, the 2009 staging of West Kingston's Jamboree brought this historical moment.
Who wants to Who wants to eat this morning? What are these up,
He was the first to attack another artist on stage. Kartel's career fed off of every bit of tabloid fodder, and his nicknames Addy the Teacher and World Boss speak to his influence.
We just have the nation and the musical art giving them the best quality music possible from the empire. Separate and apart from that, Killer got deadest thing. Seeing, and the teacher said that. So, remember last year with the coffin with the barber, we have built a new one this year. Seeing, for Bounty Killer. So, can I say that?
Ground gala, high glass it up. Hey, Killer, we don't even know you. An argument that. Like you have a long up my tongue and show you. Batty man. Me no bore my tongue. You use your tongue, boy, so young.
Now pronounce you husband and wife in the day.
Mr. Davis, firstly, hold this there. Picture man, photographer. Listen me, we have to shake the hand and welcome you to the club, because as you know, I'm Mr. Brown.
Listen me. Wanna see me in the paper? I say Kartel is a girl. It look disrespectful, no? Make me explain why I said that. Dirty Angel couldn't call ladies off for singing. She couldn't call Tanya Stevens. She couldn't call Spice. And they are all female. Oh, she fi call Kartel to come sing against her ex-boyfriend and talk about, you know your baby daddy.
Kartel and the Bounty Killer fell out, trading insults in the Jamaican press as accusations of stolen girlfriends, baby fathers, and bogus songwriting credits flew. Kartel would be out of the Killer-led alliance a year later, immediately joining forces with one of Bounty's biggest enemies, Beenie Man.
No batty man thing that. A bad man figure sing with girl against her ex-man.
See you no killer, not a bitch like you. Inna your goated, shot a itch like glue. Bumbo, you come a make one bag of nice butter, you don't feel me a make. Gunpowder inna your face, freshen up your pussy breath.
Picture if you did have even 10 more bounty boy, will like bring people and help people and drag up people out of the trash. How much more you would get help in a dancer? Look on Beanie, you know. A different Kartel tongue like a toothbrush. Can you ask me when they didn't have nothing? Beanie gone. When they? Me make Gully, me make Gaza. Oh, you and Bounty are the two Dan boy, you're gonna run back out that little boy them. When if you tell Beanie, say him down the pride, you know.
Talk to me about that. Some people
that not a dignity boy, you say Gaza. Who is Gaza to Beanie? A Kartel are the Dan in a Gaza, so when you say Gaza, a Kartel are your Dan boy. Okay. And me, I'm more bad than.
So you think it was a mistake he made?
He didn't make a mistake. He's a fish steak. That's a fish steak. Fish love swimming. You understand? So that him go do. Run back a Kartel like a big girl. And that don't look good. Oh, me and you are the Dan. And the Dan bust two look a boy and you run from your dance spot.
I did the empire. Never brat, never strap with the empire. Black Rhino was shot with the empire. Those are medicine, real killer. Head gets steel pillar. Which crew a meal in a empire.
A group of dancehall DJs and singers from his Portmore neighborhood. The members included Popcorn, Devra Bratt, Gaza Slim, Sean Storm, Sheba, Gaza Indu, Tommy Lee, Singing Maxwell, Singer Blinger, Lenny Matic, Lisa Hype, Gaza Kim, Black Rhino, Ja Vinci, Dosa Medicine, and Marital Family.
That's right, yes, so. Gala, when me do you make you do me that? Gala, when me do you make you do me that?
Money, ha, ha. Make teacher laugh out like a Santa. Ha, ha.
Vybz Kartel would release another banger in 2010, Straight Jeans and Fitted, featuring producer Russian. That song was a controversy in waiting as Vybz Kartel's complexion appeared lighter, and a line in the song referenced to what may have caused this result. Cool like me wash my face with the cake soap. However, according to Dr. Dairu Tana, chairman of Blue Power Group Limited, soap manufacturer and building retailer, has rubbish claims that the popular blue soap or cake soap made by his company has any skin lightening effect, and I quote, "Blue soap does not bleach. It has no ingredients in it that damages the skin. If anybody is saying that it will discolor the skin or take off pigmentation, that is absolutely not true. And of course, Kartel would double down on his lyrics with the release of Cake Soap and talks of the manufacturing of Vybz Soap. He would get more into this with an interview he had with Winford William on stage, where they discussed this controversial topic and the responsibilities Kartel feels that he has to the public as an entertainer.
I wouldn't say nothing to her because, as I said before, I don't really discuss artists in this, the other way around. Vybz Kartel is in the spotlight, Vybz Kartel is on the pinnacle, so I will be discussed by those of a lesser caliber.
And I was so sick and tired of them attacking you with this bleaching thing.
Nah man, cause you know, the girl them love it, you know, cause them say my skin look cool, you know. You see me? Yeah, them say my coloring book turn up. So, you know what I mean, I'm just doing me, you know what I mean, and when I do me, I sing about me, for example. I say cool and wash my face with the cake soap. See? Yeah, because my face cool and wash my face with the cake soap. I say, the girl them love off my bleach out face. And it work, you know what I mean? So I do me, while some other niggas trying to do me, but I don't do men.
No, Vybz Kartel has no social responsibility but to deliver good quality music, and all of this is entertainment.
And this is a question that is unavoidable for Vybz Kartel and the Institute for Gender and Development Studies, Mona Unit UE, hosted a public forum in which Vybz Kartel delivered the main presentation. The event took place at the Undercroft UE Mona, and Kartel's presentation was entitled Pretty as a Coloring Book, My Life and My Art.
Before we go to the lyrics, I would like to take about
you know, whether warranted or unwarranted, celebrity brings role model. People see you as a role model whether you like it or not. How do you embrace that title as Vybz Kartel role model?
Well, right now in Jamaica, Vybz Kartel doesn't embrace that title because society as a whole wants Vybz Kartel and a lot of these dancehall artists to carry the weight of the country's problems on our shoulders by portraying us as role models. I'm not up for that. I am an entertainer. I'm not a social leader, a political leader, or a religious leader. I get paid to entertain. And if you as a parent want Vybz Kartel to be a role model for your child, you have already lost as a parent.
We can only do as much and say as much, and not because we become popular with the fame and the fortune doesn't mean that we should detour the nation as a lyricist out of their natural culture being embedded in them from that time. So as an icon, I think we can only do as much and say as much, and it doesn't really give the permission because you're an icon to go and street the nation, as in the fact that you're going to tell them to bleach, because we know the nation coming out of slavery. We've been through a lot of lynching. So when you as an icon come back and you're going to be a role model and you're going to say you bleach and stuff like that, I think it's an insult to the black nation.
My day in the art school. Yo, but tell me something. And where you get the new clocks, daddy?
Yo, I mean, I'm telling you true, the clocks them get up if them sit down. Right, you know, the clocks them a move hard.
I gonna me say, but this is a bank robber. Oh, 7 grand. 10, you have to have 10 to have this, yeah.
Vybz Kartel's 2010 single Clarks was one of his biggest international successes and remained in the top 3 reggae singles and gained the most radio plays in North America for a whopping 40 weeks. Clarks was also featured on the popular TV series So You Think You Can Dance Canada, and on a CNN segment of Dancehall Dance. When Vybz Kartel released his singles Clarks, Clarks 2, Clarks Again, and Clarks 3, Where Will You Have, the shoe sales skyrocketed.
Everybody ask me when we get me Clark.
Vybz Kartel also hosted his own reality TV show, Teacher's Pet.
So you say no Vybz Kartel, and you need to tune in to CVM TV, because you see coming soon will be the Teacher's Pet. 1 star, 1 house, 20 girls. You know that's equal. Who will get my heart? You have to watch it from the start.
And it's the first reality television show hosted by a Jamaican dancehall artist.
Kartel is a different genre artist. He has different type of girls. Some of them are like the butlers, some is the wipe shoe, some is the cleanup. I don't have time for that stuff. I want nobody who do crack
beating down a girl to get your point across, because Vybz Kartel is not promoting violence against women, even if it is by women. You know what I mean? That's definitely a no-no.
In 2008, Corey Todd, an American businessman, signed Kartel to an endorsement deal for Vybz Rum. The relationship between Todd and Kartel developed into a business partnership. Together they launched Daggerin Condom and Street Vybz Rum. Todd then purchased one of Jamaica's most popular dancehall nightclub at the time, Asylum, and it became the home to their weekly event called Street Vybz Thursday.
The popular and controversial dancehall artist Vybz Kartel, whose given name is Adeja Palmer, remains in police custody this evening. He was arrested before daybreak this morning after police raided a New Kingston hotel and allegedly found a quantity of ganja.
On September 29, 2011, Vybz Kartel was arrested by the police for cannabis possession, but this would be the least of his worries because Jamaica's major investigation task force later charged him with the murder of a Jamaican businessman by the name of Barrington Burton. They also charged him with conspiracy and illegal possession of a firearm. Although he was granted bail for the Burton murder on the 23rd of March 2012 for $3 million Jamaican dollars, he remained in prison in connection with a second murder, the murder of Clive Lizard Williams.
Investigators were kept busy all afternoon as they swooped down on several premises reportedly frequented by Vybz Kartel. Now, after that detailed search of the entertainer's house in Norbrook, the police moved on to another location here in Havendale. At this time, it was a premises on Swallowfield Avenue in Havendale, St. Andrew, which persons in the area confirmed had been damaged by fire about 2 weeks ago. Many persons, including his girlfriend Shorty, converged at the location. As the DJ emerged from the premises, persons jeered the police saying Kartel should be freed. He was quickly whisked away by the police to an undisclosed location.
Right, that's a Kartel used to live. Right, that's it.
Free world boss! Free world boss!
Citizens of Portmore, please clear the road. All them up here, I show them color. People have to push out. From you especially, people have to come out.
Them shall let go the man, free world boss, man. John knows some free have a cry.
Days of testimonies, evidence, examinations, cross-examinations, the pendulum swinging between defense and prosecution, an intense debate in the dancehall space. Some days the public was certain of a vindication. Other days it seemed Kartel's incarceration was definite. All this punctuated by free world boss demonstrations. Amplified on the day of reckoning. March 13, 2014. When an 11-member jury at the Home Circuit Court downtown Kingston found World Boss and 3 of the 4 co-accused guilty.
The appellants appealed against their conviction to the Court of Appeal of Jamaica, which dismissed their appeals. The Court of Appeal granted permission to appeal to the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council on 3 grounds, which were, first, that the trial judge failed properly to inquire into allegations of juror misconduct. Secondly, that the trial judge departed from standard practice in inviting the jury to retire to consider their verdict so late in the day, putting undue pressure on them to reach a verdict. And thirdly, that the trial judge erred in admitting the telecommunications data because it had been obtained in breach of the Interception of Communications Act and the Charter. The Judicial Committee of the Privy Council has unanimously concluded that the appeals should be allowed and the appellant's convictions should be quashed on the ground of juror misconduct.
It was a moment skeptics and haters thought would never come. Exonerated dancehall music superstar Vybz Kartel released from prison. Now he's free and free to speak, and he's talking only to Fox 5 News in this exclusive first interview.
In a white t-shirt, we did it. We rock them shades to the limit.
Jamaican entertainer Vybz Kartel is called the king of dancehall music by fans around the world. On July 31st, 2024, he walked out of the Tower Street Adult Correctional Facility in Kingston and did not look back. He spent nearly the last 13 years of his life doing hard time for a murder he always insisted he did not commit. First of all, how are you feeling?
The feeling of just being free is an amazing feeling. Lisa, it's so surreal. I have to pinch myself just to see that I'm awake.
At times, his case had looked hopeless, but no matter how harsh the prison conditions, he never gave up. Neither did his attorney, Isaac Buchanan, who waged fierce and focused legal battles, eventually convincing the highest courts in Jamaica and the UK to throw out the verdict and order his release.
Hard work and dedication, we believed in ourselves, and we had help inside and outside, especially you, Lisa. You pushed the case to the world.
On July 31st, while many were glued to the Jamaica Court of Appeal live feeds, Kartel says he was on the phone talking with Saddam.
She was like, babe, I'm on my way to get you. And then when the verdict was read, she's like, baby, you're free.
You talk too much. Look in our stadium. Look in our stadium. I want bad MC. Listen to me. Me know when him not nothing. Me know when him broke.
And Vybz Kartel's influence is not just in Jamaica. His influence is global.
Vybz Kartel and Spice flipped your Miss Independent record.
Yeah.
Did you clear it?
I didn't not clear it. But the streets cleared it. The streets cleared it. The streets cleared it right away, which made it virtually impossible for me to not clear it, even if I was thinking about not clearing it, which, by the way, I was never thinking about not clearing it. That's Vybz Kartel. I'm saying.
Spice.
First and foremost, before the song was presented to me, the concept of Vybz Kartel and who he was presented to me. Like, this is that dude.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, he did this with your song. It was presented to me like that. So I'm like, so what are we talking about right now? Of course it's fine. Why would I have a problem with this? Right. To this day, I can't be over there and perform Miss Independent without giving props to what the fuck he did.
My friend's from Jamaica. Now that last song I did, there was another version of that song made. I'm sure y'all know that song, right? So I'm gonna bring my homegirl out right now. Spice, where you at?
Every man grab a girl, and every girl grab a man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
we
real
made
shit.
it. We made it. We
Yeah,
brought it back to
man.
life.
Yeah, man. Like, you created a whole nother vibe and essence off of the shit that I was trying to do. Like, I gotta give you love for that.
The song made its way on the Billboard charts, but this was not Vybz Kartel's first entry on the Billboard charts. His song Take Gyal peaked at number 11 on the Billboard Hot R&B and Hip Hop charts in 2004, and a month later in that year, his single Picture This peaked at number 21, while his hit single Rampin' Shop featuring Spice peaked at number 2 and spent 15 weeks on the Billboard Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs chart. It was ranked number 9 by both Pitchfork list of Best 50 Dancehall Song of All Time and Billboard's 12 Best Dancehall and Reggaeton Choruses of the 21st century.
Welcome, Vybz Kartel in Africa.
We love you, Uganda. Chatta boy, little boy.
I'm waiting for you.
Representing World Boss. Yeah, me no. And we a get a no clock, say daddy. And we skull at up, back in a party. I alone for silo daddy.
But in Amazon, you table laba able to be such a kwebele lang teri kuloba.
Voila.
Sita milanga ko eva mera soba.
Tell them.
Bafuga chila lu mwesiba koba.
Yes.
There's a couple of dogs that are real love. The march to the band fight, you're the teacher. Though she never grandma Lisa, but to love little bushy jeans, she's a Jesus.
We can fly out to Ibiza.
Yeah, fools from them a girl school, never broke a rule, never broke a fight, ever born a slave, section of the class, everybody shit, ever date a girl till graduate. Get her, get your little aisle, take your little fool like a couple dog, get a couple fur that no make a bad gang, still a no knuckle with your mat, so me still a soak salt, brings a end boy dead, combo one. Go back to your mother.
Get a new class, the daddy. I wish you not that. I didn't know body. And you don't have that style, the daddy. If you England, if you love a fiadi. I think man, I'm telling a shan. Straight means got a full part. Everybody have to ask to make it new class.
Kabari de mio cheza kabari. Yang kika kuwa teka kabari yang. Underwater cheza kabari. Kabari de mio cheza kabari. Umijamu dosho nipe hizo mbili. Waradi semana hivi.
In Kayole, Vybz Kartel is more than just a dancehall artist whose music has a huge influence. He is regarded as a god and has a cult following.
A wall on Saturday, I got a pum pum. I'm your Vybz Kartel, I come to perform a Kenya. My case a performer. You pay him 1 million pesos. Huh? Don't get the message. Don't get the message.
Morning to everyone, to the media, to the Angostura team, you know, friends.
No, we couldn't have the sons without the father. The man himself, Mr. Vybz Kartel, aka Adidja Palmer. And everybody, I want to do this. World boss. We have to put in the part. World boss. Listen, a true innovator. Kartel's music, style, and influence has defined a generation. His partnership with Angostura of the Straight Vibes Rum
is another testament to his vision.
The night of January 31st is being classed as one of pure vibes, as Blue Water St. Lucia Limited introduced a DJ Azim Palmer's stage name Vybz Kartel's new rum collection, Straight Vibes, to the St. Lucian market. Blue Water St. Lucia Limited is now offering St. Lucians a taste of 4 unique and carefully crafted signature blends, each inspired by some of the icon's greatest hits: Fever, Electric, Ramping Shop, and Unstoppable. Each 700ml bottle features lyrics from the songs on the labels, adding a personal touch to the product. According to brand coordinator Casper Charles, this collection is more than just a drink, but a story of growth and an experience that Blue Water St. Lucia Limited wishes to gift St. Lucians.
This brand represents a couple of things. This brand represents someone who has developed, someone who has grown up. This brand represents a lifestyle. This brand represents fun, enjoyment. We work hard, and we need to relax sometimes. We need to understand that our hard work pays off. And this is what Straight Vibes gives you. This Straight Vibes gives you the opportunity to relax, to enjoy the premium experience.
Hold on. Mobo, how you feeling? That's it. You know, first I got to say, God is the greatest.
My love is very special if you want.
Wow, boss! Mama, you look good, you know my youth.
Respect.
Bro, yo, no, you don't understand. Yo, bro, Vybz Kartel.
Yeah.
Let me sit here right in front of you and give you your flowers, bro. Welcome back home, bro. Welcome, bro. I know you're having an amazing time right now.
Of course, 13 years in prison, and I come out and I'm in America 6 months later.
Bro, do you know I literally learned to whine to your songs like this in the backyard part?
Also, I think it's a beautiful story, so I do want to touch on it. To go from, like, obviously jail to being at the Grammys, man. Tell me about your journey and how beautiful that is.
I mean, the journey was amazing. I found spirituality, I found God, I got closer with my fiance, I got closer with myself and my family. That's why I was telling her earlier, like, just to be here, based on the fact that 6 months ago, I was in Jamaica, incarcerated. Now I'm in Los Angeles? Come on. God is the greatest, man. Send me up to the time, you know it's Vybz Kartel, and we're at the Grammys with Billboard. Well, go on Billboard, I'm out.